Richard Feynman once said, "I would rather have questions that can't be answered than answers that can't be questioned." Now, who was this man with such a profound perspective? Richard Feynman, a Nobel Laureate, was not just a physicist. He was a curious mind, a relentless explorer, and an exceptional teacher. His unique approach was a breath of fresh air in the world of physics, a world often seen as complex and intimidating. Feynman's curiosity was insatiable. He found joy in not knowing, in questioning, in trying to comprehend the mysteries of the universe. He was not afraid to venture into the unknown, to question the established truths, and to challenge the conventional wisdom. This unquenchable thirst for knowledge, this fearless curiosity, is what made Feynman a true pioneer in his field. His approach to learning and explaining was equally distinctive. Feynman believed in understanding over memorization, in comprehension over rote learning. He broke down intricate theories into simple, relatable concepts. Imagine explaining quantum physics using a game of chess or the behavior of particles through the analogy of a crowded room. That was Feynman for you, always finding ways to make the complex simple, the abstract tangible, the obscure clear. But Feynman's impact extends far beyond his innovative teaching methods. He was a firm believer in the importance of questioning and curiosity in the pursuit of knowledge. He encouraged his students to ask questions, to challenge the answers, to never stop wondering. He fostered a culture of curiosity, of relentless questioning, of unabated exploration. This very culture is what drives scientific progress, what fuels innovation, what leads to discoveries. Feynman didn't just understand physics, he loved it. His passion for physics was infectious, his enthusiasm palpable. He didn't see physics as a subject to be studied, but as a world to be explored, a mystery to be unraveled, a story to be told. His love for physics was not just about understanding the laws of nature, but about appreciating the beauty of the universe, the marvel of creation, the joy of discovery. Feynman didn't just understand physics, he loved it. His passion and curiosity are something we can all learn from. Feynman's approach to physics was unique. He didn't just learn the theories, he comprehended the concepts fully. Richard Feynman wasn't your average physicist. Yes, he was a genius, but his uncommon approach to understanding and explaining the universe is what truly distinguished him. Feynman perceived the world as an intriguing puzzle, a mesmerizing labyrinth of phenomena waiting to be decoded. And to do this, he relied on a tool as old as humanity itself, storytelling. Feynman's technique was straightforward yet deeply insightful. He would pick apart a complex idea, reduce it to its bare essentials, and then reassemble it using commonplace analogies and narratives. This wasn't merely about simplifying things. It was about truly grasping the core of a concept, so much so that you could elucidate it to a 5-year-old. For instance, let's take a look at how Feynman once elucidated the concept of nanotechnology by proposing a game. Visualize, he proposed, if you were to write the entirety of the Encyclopedia Britannica on the head of a pin, how would you go about it? You'd have to condense each letter 1,000,000 times tinier than its usual size. That's the essence of nanotechnology. But Feynman's approach wasn't just about relaying complex ideas. He also had a knack for making them relatable, comprehensible, and even amusing. Another favorite Feynman technique was to use storytelling to simplify scientific phenomena. He once described gravity by comparing it to a game of chess. Just as we can understand the rules of chess by observing the game, we can comprehend the laws of physics by watching the world around us. But Feynman's approach extended beyond physics. It was a worldview, a way of understanding everything from the tiniest atom to the expansive universe. Feynman believed this method was accessible to anyone, that anyone could decode the mysteries of the universe with enough curiosity and tenacity. Feynman's method isn't just about grasping physics, it's about understanding the world around us in a fun and engaging way. Feynman held the conviction that physics surpasses the realm of a mere subject. It is, in fact, an innovative way of perceiving life. Transcend the ordinary through this perspective and witness the miracles hidden in everyday experiences. Let's illustrate this with 2 examples: gravity and wave-particle duality. Imagine the universe as a vast rubber sheet and planets as heavy balls resting on this sheet. These balls create dips in the sheet, simulating the effect of gravity, a concept beautifully simplified by Feynman. Now let's move on to wave-particle duality, a concept that baffles many. Feynman chose to explain this through the analogy of a lunatic who oscillates between thinking they're a wave and believing they're a particle. With Feynman's lens, physics bursts out of textbooks and laboratories, painting an intricate scientific mural across our everyday life. Feynman's perspective is not about complicating the world, but about unveiling its underlying complexity, making physics accessible, enjoyable, and applicable. It encourages problem-solving and innovation by applying our understanding of the physics behind phenomena. Next time, gaze at the stars or ponder over the dual nature of light. Remember Feynman. Remember that you're not just existing in the universe, but experiencing a symphony of physics in motion. Through Feynman's approach, physics exclusively for physicists, it's accessible to all. How can Feynman's method enhance our own learning? This is the moment when we muster our determination and delve straight into the core of the subject. Our journey commences with a fundamental principle: curiosity. Feynman was an expert at channeling curiosity. Merely knowing the answer was never enough for him. He was always intrigued by the reasons behind the answer. In that spirit, the first stride in utilizing Feynman's method is to rekindle the curiosity of your younger self. Encourage questioning, plenty of them. Refrain from accepting a basic answer. Delve deeper. What's the rationale? What prompts it to work that way? Moving forward to the next stride, implementing analogies and narratives. Feynman's ability to decipher complicated concepts using normal analogies has made him renowned. Recall how he elucidated the reaction of particles using a round of chess? That's your aim. When you stumble upon a complex concept, make an effort to associate it with something you already comprehend. Construct a narrative around it. This will not only assist in understanding the concept, but will also make it more captivating and unforgettable. The third stride is elucidation. Feynman was of the belief that if you can't simplify a concept, you don't really grasp it. Therefore, after examining a concept and crafting your analogy, attempt explaining it to someone else. This could be a friend, a family member, or even your pet. The act of elucidation will help cement your understanding and uncover any lacks in your knowledge. The final point to remember is to always have fun. Feynman's method is not solely about grasping physics, it's about cherishing the journey of discovery. Turn it into a game, push your limits, and never be apprehensive of making mistakes. Feynman himself stated, "I was born not knowing, and have had only a little time to change that here and there." Let's celebrate the delight of learning, the exhilaration of comprehension, and the rush of discovery. Let's put Feynman's method into practice and perceive the world through his perspective. Bear in mind, the objective is not just to learn physics, it's to comprehend it. Dive along with us into the intricate universe of physics, with Feynman taking the reins as our guide. Visualize this: a casual setting in a garden, a cozy cup of tea cradled in your hands. It may seem like a normal scenario, but through Feynman's eyes, it opens an opportunity to understand the cosmos. The steam wafting from your tea, it's an open display of thermodynamics at work, the heat from the tea transferring energy to the air around it, causing it to ascend. Feynman had a knack for using such routine situations to demystify complex theories, making them more relatable and easier to comprehend. Now, ponder about the sunlight that's illuminating your teacup. That's a practical demonstration of quantum mechanics. Feynman would suggest, consider the light as tiny particles or photons reflecting off your cup and entering your eye. This showed Feynman's talent for storytelling, making complex concepts tangible. Have you thought about gravity? It's the unseen force keeping your tea in its place. Feynman would present gravity as a cosmic dance where everything in the universe ceaselessly pulls on everything else. It's akin to a celestial ballet, with the dancers being stars, planets, and even your cup of tea. Now take a sip of your tea. As the liquid trickles down your throat, you're experiencing fluid dynamics. Feynman would likely portray this as a river of tea charting its course down the terrain of your throat, a voyage governed by the principles of physics. Lastly, think about the atoms in your body, in the air, and in the tea. They're all complying with the laws of physics, each one a miniature cosmos in itself. Feynman was of the opinion that understanding these atoms would enable us to decode the cosmos. Is the charm of Feynman's method. It's not about cramming equations or facts. It's about perceiving the world around us in a fresh manner, comprehending the foundational principles that regulate our universe. Physics isn't a tedious, boring subject. Through Feynman's method, it's transformed into a captivating expedition of discovery.